Hey there, Cancer. Welcome to your reading. This is your a bonus reading. This is going to be a timeless reading. I just trust that you're going to find it whenever you need it. And this is going to be are you currently on your right path? And we're going to look at everything about your current path as well, or your current life purpose, whatever you want to call it. So the first question we're going to ask, Cancer, is are you on the right path here? And I would say yes, Queen of Pentacles, so yes. And now we are going to get some details here. I feel like you're not starting your path or your journey, or whatever you want to call it, like I said. So let's see what's going on here. Cancer, make sure it's your sun, moon, and rising for a full picture of what's going on for you at this time. Yeah, I definitely feel, see, here's the thing, is you have the Queen of Pentacles. It kind of says like you are on the right path, you are going in the right direction, but the Queen of Pentacles is a card of having the resources. So in that popped into my head immediately is that you have the resources, or you have the right resources at this time, but you need to kind of like get moving here. And so let's see what we have here for you, Cancer, as far as your path is concerned. And Cancer, you start off with the cat spirit. It says claim your independence. So for some of you, clearly I feel this is saying you need to claim your independence. You even have the devil showing up here, and the devil is kind of like a card of being bound or stuck to something. So I do feel some of you need to kind of like release yourself from anything that is holding you back, or anything that you feel bound to, Cancer, with this energy. I feel that will lead to kind of like a speed up, or things speeding up. You have 3 aces, the sun, the empress. Damn, Cancer, is all I have to say about that. So I definitely feel you are kind of like, ready to start something new, obviously, or you're ready for your new journey, you're ready for a new path. And I would say that some of you are kind of like stepping off onto a new path here. It's because, mostly because of that Ace of Pentacles there, but also the Ten of Wands. The Ten of Wands is considered a difficult card, but at the same time, to me, tens are the end. It's like you can leave comments like a lot of people do, right? And I don't care what they say, because, a lot of people leave me comments about how bad the Ten of Wands is. I'm like, yeah, but tens are the end. So how bad can it be? is what I would say there. So I don't really care what anyone says about the tens. Tens represent completing a long journey. It's like, yeah, it represents exhaustion, but it's like the end. So, and even on the card, he's about to get to a village. And even next to it, the same village is right here on the Four of Wands. So it's like you're about to complete a very long process, a very long journey that you've been going on, and this is going to lead to like new opportunities, a new life right here. You have the Knight of Swords, the Devil, and the Ace of Swords here. It's definitely like some sort of sacrifice that you could be making here, especially with the Ace of Swords. The Ace of Swords has a palm frond on one side and an olive branch on the other. Palm fronds in the tarot, they represent a sacrifice, and the Ace of Swords cuts both ways. So you could be cutting something out of your life here, something that you've been bound to or kind of like stuck to for a very long period of time. For some of you, it could be love, but again, these are meant to be more big picture readings. This is not about just love. It's about everything in your life. It's about your path, your journey, right? Everything you're on, and we're looking at like the best path that you could be on here. And so what I would say to you is that this could represent kind of releasing your old story, or releasing something that maybe you tell about yourself here that kind of pulls your power away from you. So I feel for some of you, that's what's going on with that devil energy. The Knight of Swords is, I just keep getting the word checking is popping into my head. Lovers is a new path. Lovers is being at a crossroads, having a choice to make. I feel like you keep checking on the past in general in your life, Cancer, with that Knight of Swords. I keep getting the word checking is popping into my head with the Knight of Swords. It's almost like, it's like you're, the Knight of Swords to me is a card of a second opinion, but I feel like you're trying to get like a second opinion from yourself. So it's like you could be revisiting the path, saying, should I really make a change? Should I really experience something new? It's like these shoulda, woulda, couldas are popping into my head here. The Lovers really does say pick the new path. Your whole entire reading is saying pick the new path, really. You have the King of Pentacles here. And the Two of Pentacles, boring, is what I'm going to say to you, Cancer. King of Pentacles is boring. King of Pentacles is the way things have always been done. Two of Pentacles is you deciding, like, I need something new. I need something fresh. I need something to be updated. I need more excitement in my life. So I feel for a lot of you, that you're leaving behind convention. King of Pentacles is the card of convention. It's a card of the way things have always been done. It's a card of not making any changes. So I feel a lot of you are kind of maybe trying to make some changes with that King of Pentacles energy, or you're hoping for some changes with that King of Pentacles energy. Cancer, I'm not really sure if I hit record or not. So if I didn't, I'm just going to post a picture of this reading, and because this is a really good reading, so I don't want to redo it, but I'm going to post a picture of the reading if for whatever reason it didn't record. But I feel for some of you it's like you're getting annoyed with like boredom here in a lot of ways. I also feel I'm getting the word waves. There are waves in the background on the Two of Pentacles, Cancer, but the word waves is popping in. I'm getting waves from the sun, which is, there are some people who believe that we, get that the waves from the sun, right? The energy waves are changing, and that is popping into my head. So there could be like some energetic changes going on in like the solar system, right? And I feel like this is leading to changes. It could be pushing you to change. It's like the frequency is changing, and and I feel like you feel it. And I feel you could be experiencing a lot of symptoms. You have the new life card here, and so I do feel like there is a new life available to you. This is going to be probably the best path for you. And she's like on a pedestal. She's rising up. But I was getting the word symptoms on this card as well. So I feel like you could be experiencing like ascension symptoms. You could be having weird dreams. I feel like you could be waking up tired as well. Waking up, sleeping and waking up tired can be a symptom of doing a lot of work like on the other side, doing a lot of work in the dream world. So I feel for a lot of you, you could be experiencing that whenever you are watching this video. You have the Ace of Pentacles, the Ten of Wands, and the Sun. Yeah, I love the Sun. Best card in the deck. A lot of happiness, a lot of freedom coming in for you here. I can already tell where these readings are going. They're, pretty much every single reading I've done so far. I've only done a few of these so far, but they've all had a major focus on freedom. The Four of Wands is a card of freedom. So, and this makes sense to me. Uranus and Taurus. Uranus and Taurus doesn't want to be locked down, right? And we're all dealing with the Uranus-Taurus energy. So, people I feel like in general are going to be very focused on, kind of like values, what they value, what's important to them, and also wanting freedom as well. So I do feel for some of you, there's like a celebration coming in because of freedom. I feel like you're at the end of a long journey. It's like you're at the end of this Ten of Wands energy. I'm also getting a message like that you don't have to accept certain burdens into your life. I feel like sometimes we get convinced that we have to like help certain people, or we have to do things for certain people, and sometimes these people can't help themselves. And for whatever reason, this card is saying to me, be careful of that. Be careful of, helping someone who can't help themselves, right? Because it's like, is it really helping them if that's what you're doing? I just be careful of like the burdens. This is like the only warning I'm getting in this reading is be careful of the burdens. But really, look, like this going in the middle here, Devil, King of Pentacles, Ten of Wands, the burdens, the way things have always been done, to the Four of Wands and Ace of Wands, major freedom. It's like you're being set free from some burdens that you've been dealing with for a very long period of time, probably, Cancer. But let's see, Cancer, where this is going. Damn, Cancer. Ten of Pentacles, love it. So Ten of Pentacles is everything you want in your life. Ten of Pentacles is the tree of life, and it could be financial success, but as I always say, Ten of Pentacles maybe you want to just have the world's biggest Beanie Baby collection. It's like, great, good for you. Ten of Pentacles says you can have that if that's what you want. It's pretty much everything you desire to have in your life. It is also a card of safety, security, comfort, and protection, so and that is popping into my head for you. You have the Seven of Pentacles here. I feel like your kind of like emotional resources are exhausted here with the Ten of Wands and the Seven of Pentacles. It's like you can no longer give too much to, people who don't, fill you back up. Energy vampires, the devil, right? So I feel you're being very specific about what burdens you're willing to shoulder with the Ten of Wands. As I always say, Ten of Wands can just be responsibilities. And we all have certain responsibilities. We all have certain things we have to do. And so it's like you're being very more specific about the responsibilities. And you have the Three of Cups, major celebrations coming in for you. 2 cards is celebrating so far here. 3, really. The Sun is a major celebration as well. So there is a lot of happiness coming in for you with this energy. Next, you have the Hierophant here. Hierophant is a card of learning. And you have the Hierophant twice here, which is interesting. So I feel like you are learning quite a bit at this time with the Hierophant. You have the Hierophant, the Four of Wands, the Ace of Wands, the Hermit, and the Empress. What a collection right there. this is very good energy, I would say, to you. Pisces also had the Hierophant, and, kind of like this makes perfect sense, especially if you're watching this in June of 2021. Based off the astrology, makes perfect sense. I feel like a lot of people are kind of graduating, meaning that, we've probably learned a collection of lessons over the past like 10 years or so, and it's like now we're graduating from those lessons and we're moving on to something new. So, and that's kind of like why I chose to do these Are You on the Right Path readings, because, I just feel like people's paths are changing. I don't really think our paths change. I don't really think we're locked in to a path in life either. I feel like we are here to create our own reality, and whatever that means for you, right? And we are also here to bring more joy to the world in general, which not enough people do, right? But I do feel like there could be like some things that we come here specifically to do, or some things that we come here specifically that we want to learn, and I feel like you're learning those things, and it's like time to move on to the next thing, is kind of what this is saying. There's definitely a new beginning coming in for you. 4 Wands, these people are like celebrating on the other side of these 4 Wands here, and it's like they're calling you over to the other side. So I feel like, your guides, your ancestors are kind of guiding you at this time, and it's like they're asking you to come over to a new way of life. The Ace of Wands, the new beginning. Hermit, again, Hermit, he has climbed to the top of the mountain. He is shining his inner light here, Cancer, and it is a card of kind of, that says you're done. You have gone through the dark night of the soul. Now it's time for you to shine your inner light. It is time for you to let something out. So I feel like you've been through something. And the Empress, going from winter to spring. So I feel like there is a lot of abundance, a lot of success coming in for you here with this Empress energy. It's like you're about to have your harvest. So, in a lot of ways, I feel like this is very simple reading. I feel like it's kind of like saying you are about to have a harvest based off of, everything that you've been through in your life. You're about to have some sort of harvest based off of, some of the, challenges and things like that. So it's almost like the universe is repaying you for that. But more importantly, I feel like it's just saying, yeah, you're on the right path here, Cancer. Let's see. 7 of Cups, I feel like you need to focus. This is very similar energy. And, I feel like this is kind of like a collective energy. 2 sevens, internal fears that don't exist. We can have 2 sevens when we start to have doubts. Like, again, I feel like people don't realize. It's almost like you've been climbing a ladder, and it's like everything underneath you is like your knowledge, your wisdom, the things that you've learned. And so I feel like what you need to realize, and I said the same thing to Pisces, you're not going backwards. You're not coming back down the ladder if you're starting over. Like, let's say you have a career. Let's say part of your path is your career. And let's say you're moving on to a new career. You're not starting over. You're starting from up the ladder already. It's like you have to realize you've gained everything in between, right? Same thing if you're just like starting over in life in general. It's like you're not starting from zero. You're starting from a place of wisdom is what the Hierophant says. So it's like, don't be afraid to start over if you have to. All these cards want to come up twice. You have the 10 of Swords and the 9 of Pentacles here. What was this again? The 4 Wands here. 10 of Swords releasing something. You have the 2 10s twice here. I do get like a little bit of stinking thinking here. Again, this reading isn't meant to be positive or negative. It's just, details about your current path, right? And so I feel like the 10 of Swords is, again, saying let go of something that is dead, done, over with. Sometimes I think we can have toxic connections in our lives, and they can be very hard to let go of for whatever reason. It's almost like they become, a drug, basically. One time I was working with a doctor, and she was saying to me that we were talking about addiction, and she was saying that, in addictions, what happens is like the person is taking in the chemical, whatever it happens to be, and then your body starts using it for something. That's why, drug addicts have withdrawals, is because their body has been using it for something, right? For a purpose. I'm not calling you an addict here, Cancer. Let's get that out of the way. But what I am saying is it's almost like there is something where your intuition or your psyche, right, has kind of made or created a purpose for something that could be toxic, could be a person, could be an idea, could be something that you do, could be anything, right? And I feel like the 10 of Swords is saying it's time to release that. You have the 9 of Pentacles. It's almost like saying once you release something that has been a drain on you, your resources, your time, your effort, your energy, once you release it, you're going to go from the 9 of Pentacles to the Empress. You are going to become the Empress. So I feel like you need to kind of like have a little bit of a glow up here, Cancer. Let's see. And the Ace of Wands. There you go. like I said, I feel like you need to really, I feel for you to be on your path, you have the resources necessary to leave something behind. Queen of Pentacles was your first card. And so it's like saying you are ready to move on. And I feel like you need to release something that you know is toxic. Again, if something has become, like that, if something toxic has become something that also serves a purpose, I feel like that's your clue of what you need to let go of here, if that makes sense. But I love this reading. Definitely a very good reading for you. So thank you for being here, Cancer. Really appreciate it. Make sure to watch your sun, moon, and rising for a full picture of what's going on for you at this time. Also, feel free to like and subscribe. But thank you, Cancer, and definitely enjoy your June.